It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you're live with Expresso, just in time to meet someone who is making waves. Social media is filled with big-name personalities showing off their luxurious lives by flashing their fast cars, their big mansions, their designer clothes, maybe a watch. But one South African Twitter user has redefined the status symbol for luxury and built a pretty incredible following of more than 420,000 followers because of it, and even scored a few celeb dates along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you Mr. SMEG! And his sexy co-star.
SMEG.
SMEG. I was going to ask you, that was going to be my first question, Mr. SMEG, is have you named her? So it's a girl?
It doesn't have a gender.
Okay.
It's an us.
Okay, how very progressive of you. It's a gender neutral, gender fluid, we'll call it.
Yes.
Smeggy, nice to meet you, Smeggy. Mr. Smeg, great to meet you, man.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, we've obviously been following you, and you came onto our radar because Smeg is big here.
Yes.
And we just couldn't wrap our heads around the fact that people have just embraced what you are doing. Where did it all start? Did it happen by mistake? Was it intentional? How did this journey with Smeggy begin?
Okay, it started when I was trying to take photos with expensive items. So because I love the brand SMEG, so I decided to buy a kettle, and then I started taking photos with it. That's where it all started.
That's just... But now take me the next step. Did you think people would... I mean, you've got nearly 500,000 followers on Twitter because of what you're doing. Did you think people would embrace it in this way? Was that the intention? How did it feel when people started responding this way, this actively to your content?
It was... when they responded, there was a lot of backlashes, a lot of positive reactions, but the great thing is that it started a conversation, and people started talking about this guy who likes to post pictures with his SMEG kettle, and he also puts shoes on the tables and expensive items and the BMW keys and everything, yeah.
That's your vibe, and people know and have come to expect it. You've taken it a step further, though, and in this kind of journey of creating the persona, you've started to have breakfasts with some really famous people and people that we know well on the show. I know Lesizwe is one of those that has taken the opportunity. What was that experience like?
It was just awesome. It was a special moment, and I enjoyed that day, yes.
So who's on the list? Who do you want to have breakfast with?
Kim Kardashian.
Wow, you didn't even wait. You could have given it a beat.
I keep on asking Kim out, but she's not responding. I don't know.
What would you talk about? What do you want to know from Kim?
Like everything.
Just going to
ask her about the divorce and with Kanye, and yeah.
So are you really divorced, first of all? Okay, great. I know, I get it, man. I understand. So give us a bit of background on yourself. Why this love of beautiful things, and why was it important for you to kind of be this voice in the world?
Okay, like you mentioned, it started with me taking photos with exclusive items and an expensive item. But then as time went by, I developed a little bit of arrogancy. Then I had yes, and then I had a discussion with Chris Excel. They call him Umdidi on the social media, on Twitter, and then I came up. That's when I came up with Shoulder to Cry On.
Okay.
And then after that, I kept on telling people that they are beautiful, like you are beautiful.
You are beautiful.
Ah, thank you so much. Thank you.
You are.
And then that's when after that I came up with lunch with Mr. SMEG.
I love that, man. It's just bringing a different kind of element to life and a bit of positivity. That's cool. Am I allowed to ask what your real name is, Mr. SMEG?
It is Umncedi Michael Putwa. So my first name Umncedi. My grandmother Lydia Putwa gave me that name. So that's where the Shoulder to Cry On concept came from.
Yeah, that's cool, man. What do you make with the SMEG? Do you make coffee? Good man.
Special coffee.
That's why you're allowed to be here this morning. You seem like a genuine guy doing something that's just really cool in the world, man. What's the next move for you? Where would you like to take this now that you've got this following on social media?
Would like to continue with the lunch with Mrs. SMEG because that incorporates everything that I've done so far. So I'm planning maybe in the future to go to England. So that is where I'm going to.
Yeah, man, Marcus Rashford is waiting. He's waiting. Buddy, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm going to ask you to stick around. We're going to make some coffee. Smeggy, you're not working this morning. We'll take care of coffee duties next door. You just chill, you relax. You're the superstar, and thank you for bringing your friend with today, buddy. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks.
I know we're going to put you through your paces, see how you stay in shape, and get to know you a little bit more. But I think right now we need to make this man some breakfast and a cup of coffee, please, if you will.